Man, it's so cool. You said Brickell though? There's a
Yeah,
site over there?
there was a giant indigenous village site. It was the Tequesta people, I believe, but they had a massive village site right at the heart of the Miami River, and right where it entered into Biscayne Bay, and that was their main village site. And there's actually still remnants of that village site that have been preserved, even though that area is smack dab in the center of Brickell in downtown Miami. So Miami has actually been one of the premiering cities that has led the way when it comes to cultural resource management. They were doing this way back in the 80s. So, Miami actually has a really rich cultural heritage. If you walk around, for example, there's a Trader Joe's right in downtown Miami. There's actually preserved indigenous post holes that the indigenous people made to create a kind of boardwalk-like society. And what they did is they put conch shells on the end of these long poles, and they just stabbed them into the ground over and over and over again and utilized them as drills until they made the post holes, because they didn't have any access to things like, rocks or any lithic resources. So they use shells for everything. But the city of Miami has actually done a phenomenal job preserving some of those sites all over the downtown area. So if you know where to look, some piece of dirty glass on the ground might actually be hiding an archaeological site, much like Europe.
Huh. Interesting. That's gonna give me some more stuff to do in Miami. I'm looking for more different stuff. I'm not much of a beach guy. I like exploring just the cultural resources of every city and the people and just the vibe. I love that.
Well, they've done studies, and the people who are of Cuban descent in Miami are actually closely related to the indigenous group that initially occupied the Miami area. So those people were actually taken by the Spanish and then sent to Cuba. So unlike a lot of major American cities, some of the main population centers in Miami are actually related to, have a direct connection with their indigenous population.
Fascinating.
Really?
That is interesting.